I mean, I've been going through it since I was 13 years old. You know, I mean, I wasn't even wearing a bra at that time when I had like guys hitting on me.
Yeah.
You know, I just started menstruating. You know what I'm saying? I had no idea. One director had come to play my event. He was a top director at that time. He came to my house. He said, rule hai aapke liye. Rule hai. He came to my house and he took out a whiskey bottle. Then they, you know how much they quoted? They quoted 5,000. Which they thought कि नई मॉडल को तो यार 10,000 तो टॉप मॉडल को 5,000 बहुत है, नहीं तो 1-2,000 में लड़कियां इसे भी फ्री में भी मिल जाती, 1-2,000 में तो मिल ही जाती थी.
Today, finally, we have Anu Agarwal here to share her story, which is no less than a miracle, a tale you want to hear. You have to hear. So welcoming you on Pink Villa, ma'am. Thank you so much for doing this, first of all. But I have to also ask you this thing that, you know, your mother was also the one person who you mentioned that was your rock when no one else even believed in you at that point. When you said, when you wanted to perhaps achieve, जब आपको दिल्ली से बॉम्बे आना था, सुपर मॉडलिंग करना था, she was there with you, if not in person, then in spirit, like the support.
Oh God. Okay. This is a secret I'm sharing. I still talk to her every day. And she's my best critic. You know, and she will tell me straight away, वो क्या माला पहनी थी, वो बिल्कुल बेकार लग रही थी. You know, yesterday she sending me a message, Acha, when are you going to send me the link of your next interview? You know, things like that. So she's constantly there, and yes, of course. I mean, she is a very, very important part in my life, and I think that this is something I would like to say to all mothers. You know, to support because you know, as kids we need support.
Yeah.
I mean, without support, it's very difficult. We take the wrong decisions also, right? Like, you know, I'm thinking of Sushant, by the way. You know, she called me and asked me this when she read Sushant's case. She said कि मुझे आज भी देख के पता चल रहा है कि कितना मुश्किल वहाँ तुम्हारे लिए रहा होगा. So I said, she said, तुमने कभी भी you never complained. And you never complain about Bollywood. You never complain. You always used to say that, Mom, I'm doing well. You always show me, okay, this is the work I'm doing. This, so you know, you never got into this. She says, and it's so bad. And I said, Mom, Bollywood is bad, but then people are also bad. No? What is one going to do? Right? Are we going to keep blaming people? Right? कैसे होगा यार? लोगों से हमको सबसे ऊपर उठना है. How are we going to rise above? And that's where meditation comes in.
You faced casting couch in the industry? Ever? कभी भी जिंदगी में?
नहीं कुछ नहीं यार. One director had come to play my event. He was a top director at that time. He came to my house. He said, rule hai aapke liye. He came to my house and he took out a whiskey bottle. दोपहर के 11-11:30 बजे हो गए. I looked at it suddenly I was like, मुझे नहीं कहानी सुननी यार, मेरा दिमाग तो चल गया. Now how can you come with a bag with whiskey bottle in it यार? आगे क्या होने वाला है, right? क्या पता आगे क्या होगा? उससे पहले ही इसको I told him, I said, I'm sorry यार, I forgot कोई आने वाला था और ये है वो है करके फैमिली के मेरे लोग आ रहे कुछ गुड बोल के मैंने उसको भाग डाला. And he was one of the topmost directors. So I told him off, right? So the woman always has a choice. That's what I'm trying to say to you. But yeah. So that's how it was. I mean, I had an amazing. Now when I look back, and now when I look at what is happening right now, I think
nothing has changed.
Huh?
I feel nothing has changed. आज भी वही सारी चीजें हो रही है बॉलीवुड में.
It's like even I would talk to some of the girls who would say, oh, this guy did not meet me. You know, that whole thing about Bollywood, you know, me and the whole thing about Me Too thing, and the whole thing about Bollywood, like, you know, the guy hit on me and this. And I say, yeah, sure, guy will hit on you. Guys hit on you. I mean, I've been going through it since I was 13 years old. You know, I mean, I wasn't even wearing a bra at that time when I had like guys hitting on me.
Yeah.
You know, I just started menstruating. You know what I'm saying? I had no idea how to handle this. I was a kid. But I looked 16 when I was 13. So, you know, the guys got... So the point is this, that I have seen it since then, and I know that eventually the girl is the boss. You know? If she, unless a guy rapes you or something, that's a
Of
rare
course.
case,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
वो तो अलग ही हो गया. But otherwise, the girl is the boss. The girl has to say yes for the guy to do anything to the girl.
जब आपको पहला ad भी आया था, या तो आपने इतना ridiculously high price charge किया था in your own words because you did not want to do it. But then your then boyfriend Drake, he convinced you कि अरे कर ले, you will get rent, you'll at least वो कुछ financially stable हो जाएंगे, and that's when you actually agreed to do it. कभी when, you know, at that point it was very difficult. I'm not generalizing, but it was difficult for actresses to put forward their points and demand something.
I'll tell you why I didn't want to follow. Because I thought कि मैं social work से आ रही थी ना, मतलब मेरे सब फ्रेंड्स मेरी मजाक बनाएंगे यार कि क्या कर रही है, you know, अभी यहाँ स्लम्स में काम कर रही थी सोशल वर्कर की तरीके से, अब जाके वहाँ मेकअप लगा के कैमरे के सामने बैठ गई है और वहाँ कह रही है कि मैं साबुन बेच रही हूँ या कर रही हूँ. I was totally embarrassed. No chance. And you know how it is when you're 20, 19, 20, you know, your friends
Of course. Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
वो ऐसा कह देंगे, oh God, I just said कि करना ही नहीं है. तो मैंने उनको पहले ही मना कर दिया था कि मैं तो सोशल ये नहीं कहा था सोशल वर्क, मैंने कहा नहीं करना. पर वो मेरे पीछे पड़ गए. एक फोन, दो फोन, तीन फोन, 5 फोन एक हफ्ते में आ गया. मैं I had a live-in relationship with Rick at that time. Okay? And his mother used to answer, she was there. She used to answer the phone. दोपहर को भी फोन कर लेते हैं ये, तो मैं सो रही होती हूँ तो मेरी नींद खराब हो जाती. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. You know, I'm so sorry that this is. But finally, I had to go and meet them, and I went with my armor, you know. मैं जाती हूँ तो देखो कितने पैसे. मैंने तब पता किया कि टॉप मॉडल को कितने मिलते हैं. तो उन्होंने कहा कि 10,000 रुपए टॉप मॉडल को मिलते हैं. तो मैं 1 लाख कह दूंगी तो कहेंगे तो पागल है और बात खत्म हो जाएगी. तो फोन नहीं करेंगे, you know. My boyfriend's mother is getting it. She was very sweet to me, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
We are first thing यार, and she was, you know, he used to disturb हो गया. और किसी तरीके से वहाँ पहुंची. And I thought कि यार जल्दी से खत्म करो, मुझे करना तो है. तो मैं तो सीधा बता देती हूँ. ये लोग कह देंगे कि नहीं, बात खत्म हो जाएगी.
And they agreed.
भाई ये पैसे कितने हैं? तो उन्होंने कहा कि ऐसे मेरी शक्ल दे दी. Then they, you know how much they quoted? They quoted 5,000. Which they thought कि नई मॉडल को तो यार 10,000 तो टॉप मॉडल को 5,000 बहुत है. नहीं तो 1-2 में लड़कियां उससे भी फ्री में भी मिल जाती. 1-2 में तो मिल ही जाती थी. I looked at him and I said, oh, I don't think that's acceptable. So he said, what? और 3 लोग बैठे हुए, एजेड लोग. मैं तो बच्ची नहीं यार. 3 लोग बैठे हुए, मेरी शक्ल देख रहे, 3 आदमी. तब लड़कियां, बहुत कम लड़कियां ऑफिसर्स में दिखाई पड़ती थी. फिल्म सेट में तो लड़कियां होती नहीं थी. सिर्फ एक हेयर ड्रेसर मेकअप या हेयर ड्रेसर मेकअप मैन भी लड़का था, हेयर ड्रेसर होती थी और 1-2 लड़की होती. कुछ नहीं, कोई नहीं होता था. All designers were men, all the camera guys were men, all the crew, everybody was men. बड़ा अजीब मुझे लगता था कि मैं अकेली वहां जाती थी जब सेट पे. Anyway, तो यहाँ पे मैंने कहा, मैंने जैसी का 1 लाख, वो तो मतलब उनके तो जॉज ड्रॉप. व्हाट? तो शांत, तो चुप हो गया. मतलब कमरा ही चुप हो गया, कोई बात ही नहीं. तीसरे बात ही करके 5 मिनट तो चुप बैठे रहे. You got shocked, right? So I thought like हो गया. तो मैं उठी, मैंने कहा okay fine. I know it is not acceptable, but it's okay. No problem. कह के मैं बाहर निकल गई. Right? उनका फोन आ गया अगले दिन because Parmeshwar Godrej was the client. Okay? And she had chosen me because she had seen a picture of me. So the client told the agency कि nothing doing, इस लड़की को लेना ही लेना है.
चाहे कितना भी कोट करे. हाँ.
The agency can't do anything. So then they kept calling, and each time I went, and then they said 10,000, फिर उन्होंने कहा 20,000, जब फिर 25 पे अटक गए. फिर मैंने कहा कि देखो ये बात खत्म हो गई, the conversation is over, bye. फिर मैं निकल गई, फिर उनका 2-3 दिन बाद फिर फोन आया, because Parmeshwar must have said nothing doing with the girls.
Yeah.
And they eventually ended up paying me 80,000, यार.
Wow.
हंगामा हो गया था इंडस्ट्री वहाँ पे पूरे एडवर्टाइजिंग वर्ल्ड में.
Of course.
And immediately people are saying, oh, she charges so much. She is very arrogant. She is very this. ये सब मेरे बारे में rumors शुरू होंगे.
और लोगों को पता भी नहीं है कि you charged so much only because you did not want to do it.
Exactly. I mean, who cares यार? पता ना हो पता क्या फर्क.
But आपको
अगर वो क्या सोचता है मेरे बारे में, अगर मेरे को ये फर्क पड़ना शुरू हो जाए तो मेरा जीवन ही आगे ना चले. The other reason was that I did not like the idea that of the way things are sold through advertising.
Yeah.
Because it's so fake. Like for instance, like वो साबुन आप लगा रहे हैं तो साबुन में फोम नहीं आ रहा, तो ऊपर से बबल्स लेके आएंगे और सो फोम चिपकाएंगे साबुन से, and then at the end of the day people who are watching, they think that ये साबुन में से फोम निकल रहा है, but actually साबुन में फोम नहीं था, साबुन के ऊपर फोम. There is all this kind of, it's advertising, it is marketing, right?
Yeah.
That's something that I was very, very against, because I didn't want to lie about a product. I'm honest and truthful about my life, and it goes to everything that I do. And I felt that, if I was selling a product which wasn't really what it was being shown to be, then I wasn't really being truthful.
So yeah, thank you so much, ma'am, and I'm really hoping that we see you back on screen very, very, very soon, hopefully. And thank you so much for talking to me, because I know it is difficult to open your heart out to a person whom you barely know, But thank you so much that you trusted me with it.
Thanks so much, and namaste. The new normal, we all do namaste.